Giving and receiving feedback. One of the most helpful ways to improve as a writer is to ask others to read your work and give you feedback. However, it is also helpful to read others' work and think about how your own work could be improved. Peer review is a central part of the scholarly research process. Researchers who wish to have their work published in journals must go through a peer review process in which a manuscript is read and critiqued by experts in the field. Although a large part of the peer review process focuses on the quality of a study and the importance of the results, peer review also focuses on the quality of the writing, how effective the authors are at communicating their research. Thus, peer review plays an important role in your development as a scholarly writer. By having peers review your work, you will obtain another person's perspective on your writing. Similarly, by reviewing others' work, you will sharpen your editing skills, will gain exposure to different topics, viewpoints, and writing styles, and will increase your ability to read and think critically about issues. Peer feedback should always be conducted in a respectful environment. Bood offers guidelines for giving feedback. First, the feedback should be realistic, focused on what a person can actually change. Second, the feedback should be specific, focused on concrete examples. Similarly, the feedback should be descriptive rather than opinionated. Avoid being judgmental. When reviewing another's work, avoid making comparisons between the current work and others' work. Each person's work should be evaluated on its own merits. Furthermore, feedback should be diligent and direct and should include some positive comments. Finally, be aware of your own emotional state when giving feedback. Feedback should be given as calmly and constructively as possible. Bood also has recommendations for those receiving feedback. A person receiving feedback should be explicit about the kind of feedback being sought. When listening to or reading the feedback, be attentive and stay aware of your own reactions. Be careful not to become defensive or argumentative, whether silently or aloud. Finally, try to remain silent while listening to or reading feedback. Take in what is said. Virtually all feedback has an element of truth. When engaging in peer review, it is helpful to use a checklist as a guide to the kind of things you'll need to look for. First, read through your peers' written work without taking any notes, just to get a sense of the main points. Second, read through the work again more carefully, with the checklist as a guide. You should include feedback on grammar and mechanics, but this should not be the main focus of peer review. Be sure to provide both positive comments and constructive criticism, and as you read the work and complete the checklist, consider how your own writing can be improved.